This movie follows Cris Johnson, a man with an unbelievable ability. He can see 2 minutes into his own future. Cris lives in Las Vegas, under a fake name, and earns money by performing small magic shows. To everyone else, his tricks seem fake, but they're actually real. He can literally see what will happen before it happens. To make extra money, Cris secretly uses his power in casinos. He always wins, but only small amounts, so nobody becomes suspicious. Unfortunately, casino security has been watching him. One day, while cashing out his chips, Cris suddenly sees a future vision. A robber is about to pull out a gun, kill people, and steal the money. Seconds later, it starts happening exactly as he saw. Cris immediately stops the robber, but security arrives at the worst possible moment and mistakes him for the criminal. Knowing every move before it happens, Cris escapes through the casino and steals a car. During the chase, he barely crosses a railroad track before a train blocks the police behind him. At the same time, FBI agent Callie Ferris is searching for him. The FBI is dealing with a terrifying problem. Terrorists have stolen a nuclear bomb and may attack an American city. Callie believes Cris can help stop the disaster. Meanwhile, terrorists are also looking for him. Cris then visits a cafe where he has been waiting for a mysterious woman he keeps seeing in his visions. Finally, she appears. Her name is Liz. Unlike everyone else, Cris can see much further into the future whenever she is involved. He believes she might be his destiny. After several failed attempts to talk to her, an argument with her ex-boyfriend finally brings them together. The two quickly become close, but danger is getting closer. Callie finds Cris and asks for his help in locating the nuclear bomb. Cris refuses because he believes the government will use him and then lock him away forever. Later, while Cris and Liz spend time together, the FBI finally tracks them down. They convince Liz that Cris is a dangerous criminal and ask her to secretly drug him. But when the moment comes, Liz cannot betray him. Instead, she tells him everything. Cris finally reveals his secret. To prove it, he starts predicting television dialogue before the actors even say it. Liz is completely shocked. Cris explains that he has been seeing the future since childhood. However, he can only see events connected to him. Before they can escape, the FBI closes in again. Cris manages to escape, but this time he saves Callie's life during the chase, instead of leaving her behind. Unfortunately, he is finally captured. At FBI headquarters, Cris is forced to use his powers to locate the bomb. Instead, he sees something horrifying. In the future, Liz is strapped with explosives and blown to pieces. Realizing she has been kidnapped by terrorists, Cris escapes FBI custody. Callie follows him, and this time he tells her the truth. If they save Liz, he will help stop the bomb. With no other choice, Callie agrees. The terrorists are using Liz as bait. Using his future visions, Cris helps the FBI locate their hideout at a harbor. A huge gunfight begins. Cris predicts enemy movements before they happen, allowing the agents to defeat the terrorists one by one. Meanwhile, Liz manages to escape but is captured again by the terrorist leader, who uses her as a human shield. The terrorists have also planted bombs across a giant ship. Thanks to Cris's visions, the FBI safely avoids every trap. Finally, they corner the terrorist leader. Cris searches through countless future possibilities, trying to find one where Liz survives. At last, he finds a solution. He charges directly toward the terrorist. The man fires repeatedly, but Cris avoids every bullet because he already knows where they will go. At the perfect moment, Callie shoots the terrorist leader and saves Liz. But then everyone realizes something terrifying. The nuclear bomb is still missing. Cris looks further into the future. Suddenly, he sees Los Angeles being destroyed by a massive nuclear explosion. Millions of people die instantly. Then, Cris suddenly wakes up. He is back in the motel room beside Liz. Everything that happened was only a vision of the future. The entire adventure, the kidnapping, the gunfights, and the explosion. None of it has happened yet. Now Cris finally knows what is coming. Without wasting another second, he calls Callie and agrees to help the FBI stop the attack. However, he has one condition. Liz must stay completely out of it. Callie agrees. Cris promises Liz that he will return. then walks outside and gets into the FBI car. Together, they drive away to stop a disaster before it can ever happen.